Today I am making pozole, and I have to say it came out so damn good. If you've never had it, you gotta try it. So please watch this video and I'll show you every step of the way on how I make pozole. And yeah, let's make this shit. Okay, today I am making Pozole Verde, and I'm very excited about this dish. I've been trying to make this for months now, just hasn't been the right timing. It's super cold outside for some reason. We got a lot of rain, even though it's May, and it's a perfect time. Even though I could do a brothy soup recipe any time of the year. Stew as well, doesn't bother me. But today, we are making an awesome Pozole Verde. I'm gonna be making a really good chicken broth to go with it. It's not gonna be a long broth. It's gonna be a quick one for all of you who don't really have the time to sit there and, tend to a broth for 12 hours, 24 hours. It's gonna be a quick broth. You can always throw it in your pressure cooker for 90 minutes. It's not the best way to go, but you can get close to a 12-hour broth that way. And it's much better than store-bought broth. And for any of you that are new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I would highly appreciate it if you watch through the end of the video, like and subscribe if you like the content that you see here, and share it as well. My channel, I try to do recipes that I'm thinking of in my mind that I haven't seen out there possibly before, even though they might be, because there's no such thing as an original thought, and as well as doing a lot of fusion recipes. And on top of that, I do legacy traditional type recipes as well. And I respect them as much as I can. They don't always get to a perfect traditional recipe because, let's be honest, a lot of those like 300-year-old recipes or 200, 100-year-old recipes, a lot of it was word by mouth. Yes, some things were on paper, but things get tossed into the mix and there's other ingredients added. So you're not always capable of creating a fully authentic recipe. And I always say that. But I highly appreciate this. This being you watching this video. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make this shit because I'm tired of me talking so much. I'm annoying myself. So without further ado, people, let's make this shit. Pozole Verde. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're gonna start off with 5 chicken drumsticks and 5 to 6 chicken thighs with the bone in and of course the skin on as well. We're gonna salt and pepper both sides before we go ahead and sear these in a hot pan. Then we're gonna go ahead and drop some oil into the pan. I'm gonna use a little bit of avocado oil here, and I'm using a cast iron pan to sear these chicken drumsticks and the thighs, but use whatever you want. We don't want to overcrowd the pan, and so we're gonna start off with the drumsticks, and then we'll add in what thighs we can, and then move on to the other thighs, searing both sides. We're going to add these to the broth later on, so we're going to go ahead and fill up a large stock pot. This is about 3 to 4 gallons here, and I'm going to go ahead and fill this up as much as I can and then start heating this up. I want to bring it to a boil, but not before I add in everything else that will be included in the broth. Okay, so for the broth, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start off with some carrots. So I'm going to add in about 4 to 5 carrots here, and then I'm going to start adding in the drumsticks and the thighs that have been seared up. Then I'm going to add in 1 large yellow onion. Then a bulb of garlic cut in half. And I'm also going to add in 3 bay leaves to this. Once it's at a boil, you want to let it go to a simmer for about 1.5 hours.
Okay, and so in the same pan that we seared the chicken in, I'm going to go ahead and add in a pound of tomatillos. Yes, keep the gristle from the chicken in there. Then we're going to add in 2 Anaheim peppers, as well as 2 poblanos and 3 habaneros. Now my broiler is set to high. I'm going to pop these into the broiler, and I'm going to flip them 10 minutes into the process, so a total cook time of 20 minutes. Keep a good eye on them. You don't want to burn them too much. Once they're done, we can go ahead and remove them from the oven, and I'm going to go ahead and take the Anaheim peppers and the poblano peppers, and I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag, and I'm going to skin them later, getting off all the charred bits before we blend this into the verde sauce. But while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and put another, I would say about 1/4 pound to 1/2 pound of tomatillos into a pot and boil them. Why? Because we're going to get a little bit more greenness out of our verde if we add in these as well. So these ones are not charred. Okay, so after about 5 to 10 minutes of boiling those tomatillos, I'm going to go ahead and add them and our other roasted veggies, as well as a bunch of cilantro to a blender. I'm also going to add in 1 white onion, our peeled peppers, and then we're going to give this first initial blend. After this, I'm going to go ahead and add in about 6 cloves of garlic total, and then I'm going to add in a bunch of radish leaves as well, and then give it its final blend. After we reach the time limit for our broth, we're going to go ahead and remove the chicken, and then we're going to start shredding it up. And you can continue the broth if you want to for a little bit longer with the bones from the chicken. It's up to you. Then we're going to strain out about 8 cups of the broth that we made. And then the rest of it I strained, and I went ahead and put it in my freezer, stored it in there. But this is going to be for the pozole, so this is our base here. And yeah, 8 cups should do you really well. It's going to create a lot of servings. Next, we're going to go ahead and pour all of that verde mix that we made from the blender into a large pot. And then we're going to add in our 8 cups of broth. And then we're going to salt this to taste, but we're going to put this on a medium to high heat. Then we're going to add in our shredded chicken and about 15 ounces of hominy as well. So that's about 2 small cans of hominy. Once we get this to a boil, we're going to go ahead and let it simmer for about 25 to 30 minutes. And you really want to skim off the surface as much as you can in case any scum comes up. And you can also add in some lime juice and extra salt to whatever taste that you want. But we're ready to start plating. Okay, so for garnishes, I'm using some sliced radishes. They're cut really, really thin. And then some shredded cabbage. Then I'm going to come through with just a little bit of cilantro and onions, some white onions that I diced up. And of course, some jalapenos I sliced, and there we are. We're ready to try this.
All right, and we're done here. Here's our pozole. And yeah, this looks freaking awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste. Wow. This is very juicy, very smoky, and at the same time, it was worth making my own broth for this recipe. If you can't have your own broth, that's okay. Store-bought is perfectly fine. But I gotta say, it's herbaceous. It tastes so damn good. You can taste all the poblanos, the Anaheim peppers, the tomatillos. This is an awesome dish, and I'm gonna keep making this. And I'm gonna keep eating this. So, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. And yeah, cheers. Till next time. I'm out.